Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. So it is now Sunday afternoon-ish, end of the afternoon. First of all, I'm sorry for the noise. It's very noisy in the house, but we're just gonna have to live with it. Also, yes, I am starting this on a Sunday. I usually start my vlogs on a Friday evening-ish so that I can start with the weekend. But life has been lifing, and I just now finished last week's vlog on a Sunday. It is what it is. So I'm gonna hold myself accountable so that I can film during the week. I still have so many things left that I need to get done. So first of all, I'm on chapter 20 of Ship of Magic, which is going to be my priority right now to finish by the end of this week. That's what I'm hoping. If I can get through 100 pages per day, I could finish this very, very quickly. But the thing is, I don't only have reading to get done. I also have a lot of editing to get done, as well as things for school, because I am still in the need to prep a couple of things for my students, for a concert band that's starting again this week. And then, yes, routine has come back. I did this weekend have cheerleading class again that just started. My own concert band in which I play the clarinet started also this morning, our first rehearsal of 2025. And yeah, we're back into things, but I'm just so overwhelmed with things, and I really need to give up my phone. Seriously. I know that when I film, I can't use my phone because I'm using my phone to film. So it should hold me accountable of getting things done. I also have an app that I can use, but I just don't. It's hard. It's hard to get things done because I feel quite overwhelmed. But yeah. And then I do also want to read at least 2 chapters of A Promised Land and make some progress in An American Marriage, so I can move on to other things as well on that front. And I think that's it. Edit some videos. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my bullet journals so that I can outline everything for my 2025 bullet journal. I haven't done it yet. I received my bullet journal a while back. It's been a while since I received them, but I just didn't have time this week to do them. So I need to outline everything, and then I'll film once I color in everything. My sitting down part of those videos are filmed, which I'm so happy I've done. But yeah, I still need to outline these bullet journal, and it may take a couple of hours. So I don't know if I'll film today. Hopefully, my goal was to finish filming today and edit and schedule both of those videos this week. I could still edit some other vlogs and catch up, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to be editing tomorrow morning instead, if I can get to that point. So I have 2 bullet journals, one for planning social media and the other one for reading. So I've used both as a school planner before, which are not technically only bullet journal. They have outlines of a planner, but also have the bullet journal parts within, and it doesn't have the dates, but you still have outlines and stuff that you can use, so you don't have to build it up from scratch if you don't want to, which I really, really love. I've been using them for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's designed by a local-ish artist from Quebec. and I love supporting them, and they're really amazing. So I think I've used this one as a bullet reading journal before. So I think I'm going to use this one for social media and this one as a reading journal, since I already used this one in the past. It's my third time buying the one with the fox, if I'm not mistaken, because I think it was my first planner that I bought. Yeah, I think so. And I remember I used this one as a planner as well. Anyways, it's okay. I am only going to be starting the reading journal because that's the part where it's a little bit more, because that's what I need to get done a little bit quicker. So I'm going to focus on that one first. And then we'll see for the rest when I do the other one. But right now I'm going to set up my iPad so I can check on a Pinterest and get some ideas. There's a lot of things that I want to track this year in my reading bullet journal. I always have 10 to 12 pages left in my reading journal. So I know I have space to add some more tracking, which is going to be at the beginning of the bullet journal. So yeah, I want to track my goals and like my series, every book series that I started that I want to finish and stuff like that, as well as my goals. But I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. So I want to look up on Pinterest and see ideas there that I might use. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you at that, get to a drawing, and I'll see you a little bit later with an update where I'm at, and maybe I'll show you a tiny bit of the drawings. And yeah, I'll see you later. Hi everyone, it is now Saturday afternoon, and yeah, I had a hard time updating you this week. I think the worst is almost past. I stayed up late on Wednesday because I did have band. And then I stayed late to get a couple of things done. And then on Thursday, I stayed late at school again until like 7 p.m. Wednesday as well, because I wanted to finish what I was doing with my music sheet and stuff. And I wanted to all of it be done with. I wanted to give them to my students so that they can prepare and start practicing for band and stuff, which I'm officially getting back into, not the next Wednesday, but the other one, next Wednesday, and the one I just did were small practices, rehearsals for students that just joined us this year so that I could help out my newer students that joined us, because in the midst of everything, I've got like students that are way more advanced and like very, very beginner students, and I needed to sort things out and get back to the basics, settle some things, which I didn't have time before that. But so it is beneficial for them, I think. And I'm having another one next Wednesday that's coming up, and then everyone's coming back the other Wednesday. So my more advanced students, I gave them all of the music sheets so that they could practice in advance and arrive ready for rehearsal. So I took care of that and a couple of emails and stuff. And then yesterday I did finish late. I finished teaching at 10-ish in the morning, but I went to run some errands for drama class and then came back, and like I'm reorganizing everything that's for my costumes and accessories and stuff. And I finished organizing what I could. I ran out of hangers for one thing. But yeah, what I did manage to organize, I finished at around 6:15-ish in the evening. Setting up the racks that I bought took way longer than I expected. And then I tried to send a couple of emails to parents as well on that day. So I went to run the errands a little bit later than I was supposed to. And so, yeah, things got kind of delayed. I still have a couple of things I need to get done for Monday. But after that, I think like the biggest part of the brush will be done with. My sixth graders are pretty much ish done for the whole, well, everything's planned ish for the rest of the year. I do know where I'm going with my fifth graders as well. Third and fourth graders, I know what I'm doing. I might have to write a couple of music sheets for the next workshops, but I should be fine with that. But I'm good for the next like 6 weeks. And then my second grader are all set till the end of the year. So I have my first graders and then my fifth graders, and then we'll see from there. But like most of my planning is pretty much set for a good while. So what I do have left, it's not as much as I've been doing all week. So that's good. That's gonna give me some time to get that going. I also need to make some puppets. And I do know that I'll have time to do that. I have maybe 2.5 months to make them, to actually craft the puppets for my students to use. So that's good. And yeah, but I'll do that probably like here and there until then. So like the big rush should be over by the end of like Tuesday-ish, kind of. I'm happy, but I'm exhausted. I've been going to school very, very early, leaving late, and I haven't been able to update, unfortunately. So I did read a tiny bit. I managed to read maybe 24 pages, maybe a little bit more than that. 34 pages of Ship of Magic. I don't know what to say. There's still 300 pages left, and I feel like a lot of things are gonna happen, and it's gonna roll, probably. Yeah, I don't want to end this vlog with this, so I am going to be reading a bit. I do need to edit my TBR. I haven't uploaded that. Well, I haven't edited and neither uploaded. I'm still behind on that, but school was kind of a priority there, and I had a lot of hours to put in. So now that that's almost done, I am going to be able to come back and focus on the channel. This morning we ran a couple of errands again. I went back to buy some more hangers as well as some sheets because mine broke, which is fun. Yeah, they tore up, and I do only have 2 more pair of sheets. So yeah, that's not great. We're gonna try them. And then we did put away, as you can see, the Christmas tree. So Christmas stuff is put away, and I'm happy that that's done with. It was also a mess around here that you don't usually see. So I have been tidying up a bit for that. So that's good. And I also vacuumed. I do have my hair to dye, but I don't know if I kind of want to do it. And it's going to depend on my husband if he has the energy to do it. And I'm not sure that he does. He did not have the greatest week this week, but yeah, I am tired though. But I am going to edit a tiny bit, try to make myself a cup of coffee, that should help, and read and edit and come back to you. I did see that G from Book Roast posted her video about her new challenge for the year in Elgia, so I'll be doing that. I need to check out the first prompt, which I'm not sure of. It's already January 18th, and I have not finished the book so far. It's not going great. I am really wanting to finish this book. Honestly, these 300 pages that I've got left, I really wanted to finish it. So I'll try to finish like maybe half of what I have left, and maybe that's gonna help me out to finish this book, 150-ish pages. That brings me to chapter 29. Yeah, I might set myself that goal and try to read the rest of it tomorrow. That will be in the next vlog, though, because I do want to close this one today. But I do want to give you a little bit of some updates and maybe a b-roll of something just to get a little bit more sustenance to this vlog. But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna leave you at that for now, and I'll be back to close this vlogs and have some reading thoughts. Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Treating every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like ending my days with you. You can waste my time if that's what you wanna do. Oh, I don't mind if all that you say is not true. No, I don't mind. I just wanna end all my days with you. If I'm being honest, baby, I don't really care what this is. 'Cause I've been feeling all this lately. Kinda wishing that a heart just didn't exist. I've been picking up the pieces of the things that you do. I'm always second guessing what could be your next move. Yeah, I'm just trying to see it from your point of view. Never told you that I need you 'cause I thought that you knew that I don't mind ending my days with you. You can waste my time if that's what you wanna do. Oh, I don't mind if all that you say is not true. Oh, I don't mind. I just wanna end all my days with you. End all my days with you. Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Treating every night like the last time. Till I end all my days with you. Hi everyone, it is now Sunday morning. I'm going to make this quick so that I can leave for my band rehearsal. So I ended up, first of all, editing and uploading my January TBR, which I'm happy with. Finally, I can move on. Today, I'm going to try and get my 2025 goals video up, and then try to catch up on the vlogs. I also made some reading, but not as much as I was hoping for. So right now, I stopped at page 582, and I was hoping I was gonna be 100 pages later. Yeah, there's that. Right now, I'm in the middle of Wintro Who Fled, and I'm so happy with that thought. I love it for him. I understand how Vivacia might be unsettled by this change and stuff. I feel bad for her because like I'm saying she as if as a human, but it's not. But that's also the full conversation. Robin Hobb is so brilliant because yeah, the ship, a she, but like have feelings but also does not understand certain things that are very specific to humans. I guess, but humans don't understand where she's coming from either. And it's just hard for her to grasp certain concepts, I guess, of modern civilization. But yeah, and I love that she's just angry with Kyle and she wants like nothing to do with him, and she's not betraying Wintrow. I love it so, so much. But yeah, I'm a bit scared. Honestly, last time I went to the pharmacy, I was waiting and I did bring my book, but I don't know why. Both of them were like one next to the other. I did pick up Mad Ship instead of Ship of Magic. So I just went there, opened my book, and realized I didn't have the right book. And I didn't want to lose face. So I just like kind of casually opened it to one page. And then when people around me just like got up and moved, I just closed the book. And I was kind of like in the middle of like second and or third chapter, something like that. So I was in the beginning of the book and I saw that Wintrow was washing his hands off from blood. And that kind of stuck because now I'm wondering what happened for him to get to that point. Where is he? He's definitely not still on the boat, but and see, that's why I think Robin Hobb is brilliant, because like there's this human, not human question with the boat. And well, it's not a question. It's not human, but it still has a soul, a life of something. And that's fascinating to me. And also all this question of slaves who are human, but are being dehumanized and put into a status of like non-human, basically, and merchandise and animals and something with a soul, but there's so little difference between like there's a phrase here. She said, well, Wintrow, in Wintrow's perspective, that says, it seemed that in the eyes of the buyers, a failure of finances instantly changed the man from a friend or neighbor into merchandise. I'm sorry. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. So not only is this question of like human, non-human onto like boats and living things, but also into humans who just had bad luck in life, in a sense where this is how society works. And if you do not fit in this system, too bad for you. Like, you're less than nothing. Like, who decides these things? Oh my gosh. It's so, so powerful. I love Robin Hobb's writing so much. It's very, very powerful. And I feel like Wintrow's journey through like the market slave is really, he's really going to see the world as it is. I don't think he's gonna make it back to priesthood, but I've got a feeling like maybe one day in his like older days, that might happen. But I think he's gonna go through such hard times, knowing Robin Hobb's writing now, of what I do know, he's gonna go through tough times, and he's gonna learn things and experience things, really tough and difficult things, and he's gonna grow from it. But I really, really wish that Kyle will not find him and that he goes on into his own journey, as much as Althea is going through her own journey as well. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And the whole thing with Althea and Brashen I saw coming from miles away, which is, I don't mind it, but these serpent things are so annoying and I don't know where it's gonna go. Also, Kenneth with trying to get like slavers and stuff. Edda, I feel like she's gonna be one character to watch for. She has potential to be much more, and Kenneth is so enamored from her that there's something that's gonna happen there, and she's gonna be a very important character. She's taking risks and she's being bold with him, and like he's tolerating it, But I feel like she might be his downfall, which I won't complain about. But she's got important stuff, a very important role to play in here, and the plot and stuff. I think we shall see, but I feel like there's room for a lot to happen there. And these serpents, I still cannot fathom, like, these creatures. I love that we have like human villains as well as just like creatures. Some bad things that are happening are not only from humans. They're also like life happens and these things happen whether you make peace or not, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of like an outside threat, kind of like Game of Thrones, as in like Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones, like who sits on that throne doesn't matter because of the White Walkers. So kind of like that in a way, which I do like and enjoy in this book and universe. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say right now. I do need to leave in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna close this vlog, start the new one, and I'll see you in the next vlog, I guess. If you want to see how I finish this, I am hopeful I'll finish it next week. I know I said this for this week, but anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.